Many Catholics spend their lives asking God for things. Few spend their lives surrendering to God. And that difference matters more than we think. Because there is one prayer the devil cannot use, cannot twist, cannot imitate, and cannot survive. Yet it is the prayer many Christians quietly avoid. The devil can pray, but not this. This may shock you, but Scripture is clear. The devil knows Scripture. The devil quotes Scripture. The devil even used Scripture against Jesus, Matthew 4 verse 6. So the problem is not words. The problem is obedience. There is one prayer that destroys the devil's strategy because it removes his greatest weapon. And that is self-will. The prayer, "Thy will be done." It appears in the Our Father, the prayer Jesus himself taught us. "Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." Matthew 6 verse 10. This is not a poetic line. It is a declaration of war against pride. Why? Because the devil fell by saying, "I will not serve." Every sin begins there. And every victory over sin begins here. Not my will, but yours be done. Why the devil cannot touch this prayer? The devil cannot say, "Thy will be done," truthfully. Why? Because he has no obedience, no surrender, no humility. He can pretend faith. He can mimic religion. He can distort Scripture. But he cannot submit. This is why Jesus defeats him in the wilderness, not with power, but with obedience. This is why Jesus conquers in Gethsemane, not by escape, but by surrender. "Father, if you are willing, take this cup away from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." Luke 22 verse 42. That sentence shattered hell. Why do Catholics ignore this prayer? Because it is dangerous, not to the devil, but to us. When we say, "Bless me, protect me, prosper me," we are still in control. But when we say, "Thy will be done," we surrender our plans, our timing, our comfort, our control. And that terrifies modern believers. We want God's power, not God's will. We want miracles, not obedience. We want heaven, but on our terms. This is why the saints were unstoppable. Every saint lived and believed this prayer. Mary said, "Let it be done to me according to your word." Jesus said, "Not my will, but yours." The martyrs were obedient even unto death. The devil could attack their bodies, but he could not touch their souls, because surrender makes you untouchable. What does this mean for you today? If your prayer life feels blocked, if temptations keep returning, if spiritual battles feel endless, ask yourself one honest question. Have I asked God to do my will, or have I offered myself to do His? The devil fears miracles, but he runs from obedience, because obedience removes his access point. So remember this when you pray. The strongest prayer is not the loudest. The most powerful prayer is not the longest. The prayer the devil cannot touch is simple. "Father, thy will be done." Say it and mean it. And heaven moves, hell trembles, and your life changes. If you find this teaching helpful, please like and subscribe for teachings on the faith. Remain blessed.